Fellow Ugandans, I have seen a lot of us out there and also on the social media, we're actually pushing and ridiculing the formation of political parties. I have seen people come up and say, why has Mubarak Munyagwa opened his political party? Why has Honorable Nsereko opened up his political party? Why does Bobi Wine have NUP? Why can't they put heads together? But your guess is as good as mine. As much as we all want to see a change in our country and a change in the system, we must be able to stand out and be able to know that these political systems are also like vehicles that the assembly process has just started. For example, we have seen the PFF, which has just been formed. This is a small vehicle that needs to grow so that it can be able to accommodate many. Yes, it is human and nature that people will have disagreement. But sometimes the priority of putting the country as first becomes the #1 priority to do many things. And in this case, we look forward to having things that will be able to have impact on us. Now, let us have a conversation for a while. These political parties are now covered under the umbrella called IPOD. Now, IPOD, every political party within the Ugandan constitution requires that they subscribe to IPOD. And those that subscribe to IPOD are guaranteed a certain stipend to help them in co-running their budget. It is totally constitutional and it's totally legal for individuals or for political parties to be able, for individuals to come up with political parties, and also for political parties to come up with a framework of how they will share the national resources. When there is a political party in power, every government and even those in opposition also benefit from the same environment. After all, it is the same country that mothers all of us. It is the same country that mothers you and me. And all the participants in the political party are also mothered by the same country. And therefore, why not? The political parties have an opportunity to have all the funds that are apportioned to them within the IPOD, because Uganda is not the only special case. We have seen it in Kenya. In Kenya, political parties actually under their IPOD in Kenya, they are getting funding on monthly basis. They have a framework of resource sharing within these parties, whether in opposition, whether in government. So it is not only tied that, oh, because this NRM is in power, therefore it is NRM money. It is easy and quick to chip in and think that is how it is. But agree with me, it is within the legal framework of the country's constitutional affairs and the constitution. And therefore, I also agree and concur with the structuring of political parties having their own framework on how they will share these resources. Because then, what is ailing Africa partly is also lack of finances, because some of this we want the change, but we don't have the finances that will drive the change. So political parties, instead of being beggars to the sitting president, but through the independent bodies like the IPOD, are able to get resources to be financed, able to get resources from the national cake and be shared. Thank you so much for understanding that this is the direction and this is the political maturity as a country we must have. And please, we need political maturity. We need strengthening of these institutions like IPOD and many others, so that when the money is being issued, it does not become a political gimmick where it is only issued on complete submissiveness, but rather on something that it is within the rights and the legal framework that the political parties are entitled to. Thank you.